Hi. So you're wondering what inventory placement service or the distributed inventory placement is. And this is when you're shipping into Amazon warehouses. For example, Amazon, you're shipping your product for Amazon FBA. And when you're preparing that shipment, let's say you have 1,000 units, you're either going to be sending it all to one warehouse in Amazon, and then Amazon take that 1,000 units and they split it up into many smaller shipments and ship it across the country. Why? So that they can do fast delivery. And the other option is that instead of Amazon doing that and charging you a fee, is that you have to split the shipment into many smaller shipments and ship it to many different warehouses. So it's really a case of deciding what makes more sense for you. And we're going to cover the two types of services and then a bit more discussion on that at the end too. So basically, you have, first of all, the distributed inventory placement. And this is the default setting. And what this is I'm setting up a shipment to Amazon for 1,000 units, and they tell me they want 621 to go to one warehouse, some of the rest to go to a second warehouse, and some of the rest to go to a third warehouse. So now, if all of my products are packed 50 units per box, I have to split that up and rearrange everything and repack everything and relabel everything, and now I've got 3 shipments. That might make sense if you're going from a local warehouse in the US to Amazon in the US. Why? Because you don't have all of these international shipping fees associated. But imagine now you're shipping 3,000 units from China and you have to ship it in 3 different shipments. Well, if you're doing that, you've got lots of extra added costs and fees because there's always a minimum charge per shipment. So it might end up costing you a lot more to split up a shipment and ship it into Amazon as opposed to just going to one location. So it really depends on where your product is. If it's in a warehouse in the US, if it's coming from overseas, it really depends if you can split up the shipment. If everything's packed in units of 50 to a case, do you really want to break it up? And then also, it's just a cost benefit analysis of which is cheaper, because it may end up costing you a lot more to split up the shipment and do this and avoid the inventory placement service, which we'll cover now. Inventory placement service is basically Amazon's charging you a per unit fee to ship everything to one location. So it takes away all of that headache and hassle of having to split up shipments or do multiple shipments. And what the inventory placement service fees are at the moment is for products that are standard size under £1, 30 cents. If they're £1 or £2, it's about 40 cents. And for oversized, you're talking $1.30 for £5 or less. So these fees may change. Look up the latest fees, and then you'll know exactly how much it's going to cost to use this service. Personally, I always use the inventory placement service because if I've got 2,000 units coming in from a supplier, I don't want to have to check on, handle, manage multiple shipments to multiple locations and multiple Amazon warehouses, and split up all the quantities, because it's just so much more admin work, so much more costs also involved of having to split the shipments down and do everything as well. So I always tend to use the inventory placement service for my shipments. But as I said, it may make sense to actually split it down if your products are in a local warehouse. It's much easier. It really depends on what your setup is. Are you looking to grow your Amazon business? Zillionaire is the best Amazon metrics software. It has dozens of great features, including real-time profit and loss, inventory management, Amazon PPC ad optimization, custom dashboards, and much more. Head on over to zillionaire.com and sign up today. The link is in the description below.